At the root of shamanic practices, archetypes have always been recognized as universal recurring symbols, embodying fundamental human experiences within human consciousness. Today we'll delve into the key feminine archetypes of shamanism, exploring their essence, manifestations, and the lessons they offer. In other videos, we met the shaman healer, the bridge between worlds. This archetype embodies wisdom, healing, and guidance, serving as a mediator between the community and the spirit realm. Through rituals, drumming, and sacred plants, the shaman healer journeys into other dimensions to bring back knowledge, healing, and balance. Yet, the path of the shaman is fraught with challenges. The shadow aspect can emerge as ego inflation or misuse of power, where the healer's role is overshadowed by personal gain rather than service to the community. The shaman's life is a tightrope walk where the balance of power can either help or destroy. In this video, we will explore some of the feminine deities of the shamanic realm. But before we do so, it's important to define feminine. The concept of gender transcends its modern understanding as a social construct and biological categorization. Instead, it reaches into the realms of spirituality, philosophy, and ancient wisdom. Across various disciplines and societies, gender principles have been observed and expressed, highlighting their integral role in understanding the metaphysical aspects of existence. This exploration reveals the profound depth and universal application of gender beyond mere physical distinctions. In Hermeticism, a philosophical and spiritual tradition based on the teachings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, gender plays a pivotal role. The Hermetic principles discuss the principle of gender as one of the 7 fundamental laws of the universe. This principle states that gender is present in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes of existence. In Hermetic thought, gender is seen as a force of creation and dynamism, with the masculine principle associated with assertiveness and the feminine with receptivity. This is mirrored within Taoism, an ancient Chinese philosophy and spiritual practice. The balance and interplay of the masculine and feminine energies, known as yang and yin respectively, are fundamental to the harmony of the cosmos and the natural world. Everything in existence is seen as a blend of these 2 primal forces, with yang representing action, heat, and light, and yin embodying passivity, cold, and darkness. The Taoist symbol of the Taijitu, commonly known as the yin-yang symbol, visually represents this concept, illustrating how these forces are not only interconnected, but also contain the seed of each other. This perspective encourages a holistic view of gender as complementary rather than oppositional forces, essential for the balance and continuity of life. Rather than being confined to physical differences, gender is understood as a cosmic principle that influences the dynamics of existence, creation, and spiritual harmony. This concept can be seen across the world in many different manifestations, such as Shiva and Shakti of Hinduism, or Zeus and Hera of Greek mythology. We delve in more detail into this more inclusive perspective on gender in other videos. Within this video, we will focus on some of these key feminine archetypes. We will show how they embody the nurturing, creative, and intuitive forces of nature to be the required counterpart that contributes to the manifestation of existence. So without further delay, let's explore the first archetype. The most acknowledged of the feminine archetypes is the Earth Mother. This is the archetype of fertility, nurturing, and abundance. She reminds us of the interconnectedness of all life and embodies the generative powers of nature, offering sustenance and compassion to all beings. The Earth Mother is depicted in various forms across cultures, such as Pachamama of the Andes, Gaia of Greek mythology, and Anu of the Celtic tradition. She represents the ultimate source of life and sustenance. She is the grounding force, teaching us the importance of care, respect, and reciprocity with the natural world. Through her, we learn the cycles of birth, growth, death, and rebirth, a never-ending loop that sustains all existence. In the southwestern United States, the Pueblo people recognize the Earth Mother as Corn Mother, a deity central to their cosmology. Corn, a staple of life, embodies her gifts, nourishment, growth, and the cycle of life. Through the corn dance, a vibrant and communal ceremony, they express gratitude for the earth's abundance, praying for rain, fertility, and the well-being of their community. This ceremony, deeply symbolic of life's renewal and the reciprocal relationship between humans and the earth, is a profound act of reverence and gratitude towards the Corn Mother. It's a reminder of the sustenance she provides and the balance required to maintain the health of the land and its people. The Earth Mother's shadow is her overprotectiveness or neglect. This can stifle growth and independence, or leave a void where nurturing should have been. Another key deity is the water goddess, who is the ruler of the world's waters. These deities govern the tides of life, offering protection and guidance through the emotional depths, teaching resilience and adaptability. An example is Sedna, the Inuit goddess of the sea and marine animals. She is known by various names, including Sedna, Nuliajuk, and Taluliyuk, among others. Sedna's story is a tale of betrayal, transformation, and dominion over the underworld of the sea, where she resides as the mistress of marine creatures. According to legend, Sedna was once a beautiful girl who became the goddess of the sea after a series of tragic events, including being thrown into the ocean by her father. Her fingers, severed in an act of survival, transformed into the whales, seals, and other marine animals that are crucial to the Inuit way of life. The tribes that revere Sedna celebrate her through rituals aimed at appeasing her, ensuring that she continues to provide them with the sea animals they depend on for food, clothing, and tools. One such ceremony is the Bladder Festival, which is rooted in the belief that animals possess souls that reside in their bladders. After the hunting season, the bladders of all the animals taken are collected and treated with great respect, housed in the hunter's home, where they are offered food and gifts, as if hosting honored guests. The bladders are returned to the sea, allowing the animals' souls to be reborn. This act of respect and renewal is believed to please Sedna, who, in turn, releases more animals from her domain to ensure the community's survival. From the Arctic regions of Greenland, Canada, and Alaska to the lakes and marshes of ancient Mexico, the Aztec and other cultures in Mesoamerica, such as the Toltec tribes, worshipped Tlaloc, god of rain, fertility, and water, and his wife Chalchiuhtlicue, the goddess of lakes, rivers, and other freshwater bodies, as well as the protector of childbirth and the newborn. Chalchiuhtlicue was celebrated for her nurturing qualities and her role in sustaining life through providing water, an essential element for agriculture and survival. One of the most significant worshipping ceremonies was held during the month of Atlcahualo, the first month of the Aztec calendar, which corresponded to the late winter or early spring season. During this time, rituals were performed to ensure plentiful rain and a good agricultural season. The ceremonies often involved offerings of flowers, incense, and even sacrifices to appease Chalchiuhtlicue and ensure her favor. Through these ceremonies, the Aztecs demonstrated a reverence for water as a sacred element. The dark side of the water goddess deity is represented by the chaotic, destructive aspects of water, that is, floods, storms, and drownings. This symbolizes the uncontrollable and dangerous nature of this vital element, when it surpasses the balance and harmony it usually provides. Moving forward, we meet the Weaver, the architect of destiny. She weaves the threads of life with intention and wisdom, characterized by the ability to interlace the threads of the physical and metaphysical worlds. The Weaver signifies the intricate dance of fate, the interconnectivity of all beings, and the fabric of the universe itself. This archetype is often depicted as a deity or spirit responsible for the weaving of life's tapestry, symbolizing the meticulous craftsmanship, patience, and foresight required to create and maintain the balance of existence. The Weaver represents wisdom, creativity, and the profound understanding that every thread, every life, contributes to the whole, emphasizing the importance of each individual's role in the grand design. Spider Woman, or Spider Grandmother, is a revered figure among various Native American tribes, most notably within the Navajo and Hopi cultures. In Navajo mythology, Spider Woman is considered a crucial deity who taught the people the art of weaving, passing down this essential skill which has become a central aspect of Navajo culture and spirituality. Her teachings go beyond the mere creation of textiles, imbuing them with cultural narratives, spiritual beliefs, and the histories of the people. Similarly, among the Hopi, Spider Woman is integral to their cosmology, credited with creating the universe alongside Tawa, the sun god. She weaves the fabric of reality itself, connecting the earth to the heavens, and plays a pivotal role in the emergence myth, guiding the Hopi ancestors through their journey from the underworld to the earth's surface. The celebration of Spider Woman in these tribes is deeply symbolic, often manifesting through the act of weaving itself. Among the Navajo, weaving is not just a craft, but a sacred act that honors Spider Woman's gifts. Weavers will pray and perform rituals before starting their work, asking for her guidance and blessing to create textiles that are both beautiful and spiritually significant. These textiles are more than artistic expressions. They are prayers, stories, and connections woven into being, each thread a testament to the wisdom and protection of Spider Woman. For the Hopi, ceremonies and rituals that pay homage to Spider Woman emphasize harmony with the natural world, the importance of creation and creativity, and the responsibility to maintain the balance of life. These celebrations are imbued with gratitude for Spider Woman's teachings, recognizing her as a protector and guardian of the people, and acknowledging the web of life she weaves, of which they are a part. Crossing oceans to the Scandinavia, Iceland, and other parts of the Viking world, we are confronted by Frigg, the wife of Odin. While Norse mythology is not typically categorized under shamanic traditions, we can see how these motifs play out worldwide. Frigg is also associated with aspects of weaving and spinning. She is said to know the fate of all beings, though she never reveals it, symbolizing the weaving of destiny. Frigg, revered in Norse mythology, is the goddess of love, marriage, fertility, and family. She stands as the Aesir chief goddess. Frigg's domain encompasses the protection of the household and overseeing the well-being of families, making her a central figure in Norse domestic and spiritual life. Her ability to see into the future, yet choosing not to alter it, underscores her wisdom and understanding of fate's intricate weave. The shadow of the weaver emerges when the creative power to connect and create is misused or becomes unbalanced. This shadow aspect can manifest as manipulation, over-control, or the weaving of deceit and entrapment, ensnaring others in a web of illusion or a fate not of their choosing. It reflects the potential for obsession with control over life's outcomes, leading to a rigid destiny devoid of the natural flow of change and choice. The shadow weaver may also represent the fear of unraveling. the anxiety that one wrong thread could lead to the disintegration of the whole, fostering a sense of vulnerability and impermanence. In its most negative expression, this archetype's shadow can caution against becoming entangled in the complexities of manipulation, reminding us of the need for balance, integrity, and the acknowledgement that while we may influence the weave, we are but one thread in the infinite expanse of the universe's fabric. We come to our final example of this episode, the Moon Priestess. Bathed in the silvery glow of the Moon Priestess emerges, guardian of the night and the inner mysteries. These luminous beings guide us through the darkness, illuminating paths to inner wisdom, intuition, and the subconscious. They teach us the cycles of change, the importance of transitions, and the power of reflection. Prime example is Ixchel, revered in Mayan mythology as the goddess of the moon. She impacts fertility, childbirth, and weaving. Known as the Lady Rainbow or the Great Mother, Ixchel is depicted in various aspects as a young woman adorned with lunar symbols who represents fertility and procreation, and as an old woman wielding a weaving loom, symbolizing the destruction and rebirth cycle. We can also see how her shadow side can manifest as an obscure disconnection from reality, overwhelmed by an over-reliance on the emotions and intuition that they use for guidance. As we conclude this exploration of the key feminine archetypes within shamanism, we want to thank you for joining us. While we've seen some of the feminine archetypes, it's important to recognize that this is far from an exhaustive list. The realm of shamanic spirituality is incredibly deep, with many other significant feminine archetypes. Looking ahead, we invite you to anticipate our upcoming animation, which will turn the focus to the shamanic masculine archetypes. Through these archetypes, we will continue to explore the universal principles that govern our existence and the dynamic balance that shapes our world. So please subscribe and stay with us as we embark on this continuing journey through the spiritual landscapes of shamanism.